All right, so here's what we're going to do in this video. So I feel like my expectations for your still life drawings are not being communicated clearly. I don't know, or maybe you guys are just running out of things to draw because you're not really getting the message that it needs to be objects put together. I don't really need your laptop drawn anymore. I don't need your phone drawn anymore. Somehow you got to find objects around your house. I'm sure you have more things than what's right in front of you in your room. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to start supplying you guys pictures of different still lifes that I'll set up with all of my objects in my classroom, and you can draw from those. It's not the same as drawing from right in front of you, but either be a little bit more creative in the objects that you find in your household or use my pictures, because my expectations are high and the product that I'm getting back is not great. Just going to say it. Some are really, really great and the rest aren't. So here's my still life that I've set up. I have some coffee cups, a paintbrush, and a flower that was left over from a bouquet. So it's sitting on my table and it's getting light from my window behind me. I know the lighting isn't that great as you can see it right now because it always makes it brighter on the camera. And so then off to the side, I have a lamp that I'm going to shine on. And again, when I put the lamp on it, it looks really, really bright and really like whited out. It doesn't look like that in real life, obviously, because, yeah. So I have a lamp off to my side that's creating a light source coming from my left. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sketch this out. So I'm going to turn my camera this way so that you can hopefully watch me, hopefully be able to see me sketching my still life of my coffee cups and my flower. And you can't really see, so I need to... Okay, I'm trying to get the lighting working so you guys can see this. So when I do my sketch, you know, if you have things in front of you, that's awesome. If you're just working off one of my images that I'm going to supply to you, that's fine too. But no matter what you're working off of, you always want to be really paying attention to the shapes of your objects, how things touch one another, how things overlap. When you sketch something, usually you want to keep your body pretty still, because if you keep moving around and moving your body, then you're kind of changing the perspective of how this stuff looks. So I'm trying to keep pretty still. All right, so now I have this petal over here.
If you need it, yeah.
You know, you're trying to also get these objects to look three-dimensional and have form. You don't want them to be flat. You know, if you're drawing cups, they have an oval, an ellipse. You have to study what these objects look like and how they're shaped, how they're formed. I'm looking at how this cup is sitting inside the next cup. And we have this paintbrush here that's on top of my blue coffee cup here. So I need to where does the bottom of my coffee cup come out of my paintbrush? Like about halfway. And my handle. So if you're an Art 1 student, and you're watching this, you are just required to just do the pencil sketch, like contour line drawing. This is like line and outline, okay? But if you're Art 2 and you're watching this, you need to keep taking it a step further. And what is that step for Art 2 students? It's going to be adding value, shading this in, making these, give life to these shapes, these objects. Because by now we've been working with value, Art 2 students, for, I don't know, almost 2 months now. So it's way past time that you should be adding value. So Art 1, then I would come around and like clean up all my lines and make them all nice, not scratchy or messy looking. Okay. They're still a little sketchy right now, but that's kind of how I sketch. But Art 1, you got to come back through and clean up. Make it nice and clean. Can you see it? Hopefully, yeah. So if you're Art 1, this is where it be. And then remember, I think a lot of people are still forgetting, I know a lot of people are because I don't see it, is put a line back here for like, it's sitting on a table somewhere. Like put a line just back here. And then when you get done, you want to sign your name or your initials down in the bottom right-hand corner. And then the date. That's what I've also asked for everybody to do. Not a lot of people are doing that. You're probably just forgetting. I get it. We forget. It's not like nobody's perfect. We forget stuff, but try to remember to do that. And just by putting this line back here, it really just, it sets it apart from what it just was. It like puts it somewhere. It's not just like floating on our paper. Okay. And so now I'm going to pause for a second and get my supplies. And so Art 2, now I'm going to kind of come through here and start adding value. Obviously, if you're Art 1, totally watch, fine with me. But now I'm going to start to add value because that's where Art 2 needs to be.